Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Good to have you folks along on this Friday morning. Beautiful morning out there. So, boss, lots of things happening as usual here in our listening area, and we'll find out more about them this morning as we have two live remotes from the Custer County Fairgrounds right after the 8 o'clock news, and that will be covering the Lineman's Rodeo. Nebraska Lineman's Rodeo is today. They'll get started right about then, and they were registering yesterday, so they're in town. All the teams from all over the different districts will be competing, and it's all about safety, how fast they can do things, how efficiently they can do things, probably more efficiently than fast. They have judges there scoring them on how they proceed through their different exercises. Quite entertaining. There's no cost to that. And they'll start this morning. A nice time to go out. They'll have concessions there. We'll learn more about that in the 8 o'clock hour right after the news, as I mentioned. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, they'll be talking about the Mason City Homecoming, live remote with some of the organizers there. They got a lot of fun things going on again this year. We'll give you all the details in the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
A lot of good things. And good things here in the studio as well, because Brent and I are co-hosts, partners, neighbors, brothers and sons, all in one. And we'll bring you all the information we can, a little music, a little fun. It's all happening on this Friday. Tomorrow is the 4-H Dog Show. That starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning in the covered arena. And there'll be, I saw the dog trailer was already there, so I'm sure they've been practicing and working on all the routines for the different exercises for their dogs. It's about 20 contestants this year, and we'll be bringing you a portion of that. The last two events, I think, are the agility and kind of some of the ones where they go up and down ramps and walk on rails and do all kinds of crazy things, kind of fun to watch. And they'll have the obedience and all that throughout the day. They're going to start at 8 o'clock, I believe, on Saturday morning, tomorrow morning. And that's free of charge. Take that in. And yesterday they had the entries and judging, and then the fashion show. Fashion show was last night for the 4-H kids, and had a chance to go over and talk with some of the kids yesterday, so we have some recordings and interviews, and at least one of those is posted on Sandhills Express Facebook video of a conversation with a very nice young lady from Miller. And so we've got that for you. The radio interviews will come later on when we start airing those. We'll be doing several of those again this year. The support for that by our businesses is unbelievable. So the more businesses support, the more kids we talk to, and we are going to be doing a lot of that starting, well, actually yesterday. And there's also some events that we'll be getting some interviews from the dog show tomorrow. And next week we'll be going to the shooting sports and getting some interviews with the kids there. Next Saturday we'll go in and talk with some of the kids that are bringing in their baked goods and so forth, and some of the other things are coming in across the way in the other hall with rockets and photographs and vegetables and all sorts of things. We'll talk with the kids next Saturday morning, and a week from tomorrow. And then we'll be doing the Custer County Fair Parade, which is at 6 p.m. That evening. So it's really underway.
It is. I know I ask you this every single year, so we just as well make it a tradition. You and KCNI Radio have been interviewing the kids at the fair for how many years now?
Well, I just remember going out with Tom Hilkemeyer, and we would set up a shade cover.
Yeah.
And we would get electricity out of the house that's out there, and we would fire up the Marty.
Oh, yeah.
And we would interview kids and all sorts of people out there that we could catch because we weren't mobile. We couldn't move around. We had to bring them to us.
Yeah.
And we started that in the 80s.
Yeah.
Probably early 80s. The Marty was here when I think Dick Yancey took over. He got the Marty, and so we started going out. I think he actually went out before I did. So probably since the very early 80s, there have been interviews from the fair on KCNI, and it continues. And we're glad it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's a little. It's kind of like you covering sports, only it's even more so because you go through generations.
Oh, I know. I'm on my second generation.
You remember when you interviewed them as kids, and then you interviewed their kids. In some cases, I imagine we probably even interviewed some grandkids from that same line of generations. That's what it's all about out at the fair, and it's 4-H is huge, FFA a part of it, and the exhibits range from just woodworking to rabbits to pigeons to cattle to sheep, dresses. It's quite an experience for the kids. And a young lady told me yesterday about what she enjoys about 4-H, and she said, "Well, I enjoy making the different things to enter," but she says some of my very best friends I've made from other areas through 4-H. You go to school in a particular school and you make friends there, but 4-H allows these kids to get to know one another all over the area. So that's one of the main benefits, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, we're kind of setting the stage here. Lots of things going on. We're going to play the game, see if we can give away whatever Brent wants to give away this morning. It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday, so that means an opportunity to win one of those delicious drinks that you'll find at the Secret Garden, and you can redeem this at any of their locations. Of course, they're at the Secret Oasis in Broken Bow now. They still have their location where it all started, just outside Myrna. And, of course, they take their mobile trailer around to a lot of events, especially during the summertime, and this certificate can be redeemable at any of those locations. All right, we've been talking ice cream on the game because it is Ice Cream Month. So here is your question for today. Butterscotch, raspberry, toffee, and fudge sauces are delicious served hot or cold over ice cream. Which of these sauces does not contain butter in the recipe? So they're butterscotch, raspberry, toffee, and fudge. Which of those does not contain butter in the recipe? All right. Here are your choices. We just gave them to you, I guess. Raspberry, toffee, butterscotch, and fudge. Which of those does not have butter in it? Call us at 872-2801.
The Breakfast Show.
Don't know what I do without them. They're awesome.
On KCNI KBBN.
The Garden Center in Broken Bow still has a great selection of trees ready for your yard and landscape. If you've been thinking about adding shade, beauty, or privacy to your property, now is the time to plant. You'll also find remaining flowers, unique yard art, decorative pottery, and patio sets built to handle Nebraska weather for years to come. Visit the Garden Center at 500 Thelma Street in Broken Bow, just 1 block south of Highway 2. Open Monday through Friday 10 to 5:30 and Saturday 10 to 2. The Garden Center, helping you make the most of your outdoor living space.
It's summer in Nebraska, and that means Agland ATV's customers are eager to get outside, chase new adventures, and make the most of longer days, making it the perfect time to fuel excitement with the new off-road vehicle. Agland ATV has the Polaris machines that are built to power through dusty trails, tackle summer tasks, and take you on those spontaneous weekend escapes. So get out now to enjoy every moment of the season, off-road, with Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Read, understand, and follow your owner's manual. All riders should take a safety training course.
Catherine's on the line. Let's see what Catherine's up to. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, Catherine, talking to you off the air about all the things you've been doing out on the farm and helping neighbors makes radio guys feel a little lazy.
Yeah, I think so. We just sit around and talk.
Yeah, we just yak.
Push a few buttons.
we just sit here and talk and, ask if the air conditioner needs turned down just a little bit more, things like that. Well, we love what you do. Thanks for calling in. Here's Brent.
All right, Catherine, butterscotch, raspberry, toffee, and fudge sauces over your ice cream. Which of those does not contain butter? Raspberry, toffee, butterscotch, or fudge?
Raspberry.
Of course, yes, you got it. Raspberry is the answer. And because you've answered correctly, we're going to give you a certificate that'll get you a delicious drink at the Secret Garden. So come on out and see us when you can.
Okay, thank you. They are good.
They are delicious, yes.
Thank you.
You bet. Don't work too hard, Catherine.
No, I'm going to take the day off, a couple days off.
Good for you. All right, have a great weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
7:41. Yeah, she's been helping do some fencing and different things, and it's 90 degrees out.
Yeah.
Catherine, thanks for calling. Mason City Remote, as we mentioned, in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll be hearing more about the Lyman's Rodeo right after the news here at 8. We've got some great businesses sponsoring the remote broadcast this morning. Want to take time also to, again, highlight one more time our most recent nominations for the Red, White, and You. Stephanie Groffel, who is Executive Director of the Broken Bow Chamber, works tirelessly with other organizations to keep Broken Bow in the spotlight, in the area in the spotlight, and keep things happening. She's a big promoter of Broken Bow, so thank you, Stephanie. Big thank you to Rick Moss. Rick has, been taking care of the garden areas in the square, 4 entrances to Broken Bow. He's the chief caretaker and curator of the tourism area known as the Red Barn and chairperson of the tourism committee and is on the Sandhills Journey Scenic Byway Board. The world could use more Ricks.
Yes.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Stephanie. Our recent nominations for Red, White, and You in honor of America's 250th birthday, and we like to bring it right here to home, so it's local, and you can nominate someone if you like by going to sandhillsexpress.com contest page and just put somebody down that you think deserves a little recognition, or a group, or an organization. I want to thank Power Solutions, Nebraska State Bank, and Dairy Queen of Broken Bow for helping sponsor Red, White, and You, and there's many more other businesses that do that as well.
And you mentioned Stephanie Groffel. We'll be visiting with Steph like we always do on Fridays. And you can listen to that interview focused in on what the Broken Bow Chamber is doing on today's Public Affairs just after 10 o'clock on KCNI.
All right. Thanks for bringing that up. Well, Carney Cruise Night is just around the corner if it's not started already. And they'll be having the car auction that we've been talking about July 17th. That is today. That is tonight. And they're going to have about 100 cars at this air-conditioned Buffalo County Fairgrounds building. This is a live in-person auction along with the live internet bidding. And you can go down, and I think it would be fun just to watch the cars sell, or if you have one on the block or looking for a car or truck, this is a good place to go. It all starts at 7 o'clock tonight at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds, and admission is only $2 to get in, and they'll be selling some classics tonight. For more information, call 308-832-2444.
The Dawson County Fair is underway, and it continues tonight and tomorrow and even goes into Sunday a little bit. Don't miss the carnival. It's on the midway every night of the Dawson County Fair. And, of course, tonight they start the rodeo. 2 performances of the Dawson County Fair Rodeo beginning tonight. Showtime is 8 o'clock. They'll have another performance on Saturday evening. And with your rodeo ticket, don't forget, show up a little early and enjoy free barbecue at 6 o'clock. Show and Shine Car Show will be on Sunday from noon until 4. Dawson County Fair and Rodeo memories await in Lexington. So check out the full schedule by going to DawsonCountyFair.com.
Thank you very much, Brent. We'll take a quick time out and back with Hayes Carl. Little Bitcoin and cattle.
Rise and shine.
All right.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
At Agland ATV, they understand the importance of your machine, whether for work or play. Serving farmers, ranchers, and outdoor enthusiasts, they offer a great selection of top-quality UTVs and ATVs to suit your needs. Plus, their experienced service department is always ready to keep your machines running smoothly with reliable maintenance and repairs. Visit them on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow or head to aglandatv.net. Proud to be your local Polaris connection. Agland ATV. Polaris. Think outside.
"11 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow is looking for a retail sales associate. If hired, you'll play a critical role in driving sales and maintaining customer satisfaction. You'd be responsible for assisting customers in locating and purchasing building materials, as well as providing product information and recommendations. Would also be involved being focused on quoting projects and selling special order items to meet customers' need. Pay is negotiable based on experience. A consistent work schedule, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5:30 p.m., and every other Saturday, 8 a.m. until 12 p.m. It would certainly help if you had construction experience or construction sales experience, computer knowledgeable with the point of sale experience, able to lift 50 pounds repeatedly, ability to stand 10 plus hours a day, and be dependable and demonstrate a strong willingness to learn and grow. Once eligible, you can participate in the Employee Stock Ownership Plan, a unique benefit that can provide a financial source for your future retirement that few companies offer. Mead Lumber Company is an equal opportunity employer.
We'll stay with the job opportunities, which, by the way, you can find a full list of by going to sandhillsexpress.com and checking out the employment page. But Callaway Public Schools is looking for a business office manager Full-time position, 40 hours per week. The pay is listed as $22 to $25 per hour based on experience and education. Benefits package would be included. A business degree is preferred. It is a year-round position. If you'd like more information, you can contact the school at 308-836-2272, 836-2272. You can also just stop in and fill out an application during regular business hours. Again, Callaway Public Schools searching for a business office manager.
Thank you very much, Brent Apperson. I want to talk a little bit about a business out on East Highway 2, right across from Gateway Motors, right between Subway and Vet Care. It's called the Whiskey Barrel, and Stan has been operating the Whiskey Barrel for many years and has staff members that have been with him for a long time as well. He's got great staff. He has everyday low prices, and you get free ice with your purchase. You're actually warming up the contents of the container when you put it on ice because their coolers are running at 28 degrees. So if you pick up a pop or two, some water, put it in the cooler, you're actually maybe warming it up. And that goes for beer and adult beverages as well. And again, that is open 7 days a week for your convenience. Enjoy a great conversation, a wide selection of your favorite adult beverages, and just a good shopping experience. Stop in quickly. They'll take care of you. If you have time and they're not too busy, they'd love to visit with you while you're in the store. The Whiskey Barrel here in Broken Bow.
Well, if you're looking for a way to promote your business, you know what really jumps out at people is a nice shirt or a hoodie or a piece of clothing that has your business logo on it. And Circle V Stitch and Post can help you put that creation together. If you're looking to put your logo on name on shirts, hoodies, hats, pretty much anything, Velma at Circle V Stitch and Post has you covered. She also reminds you she does custom letter jackets too, personalized exactly how your student wants it. So as we think about the upcoming school year, it's a perfect time to get that creation started. Velma also creates really special embroidered gifts like throws for weddings, memorials, or those meaningful moments you want to remember. And don't forget about some of the more unique items that she can customize for you as well, things like cowhide coasters, rugs, and table runners. Support local and turn your ideas into something that you will love. Give Velma a call at Circle V Stitch and Post. Numbers 872-6173.
All right, a question for you. I'm curious. First
Yes.
of all, it looks like you got skinned. You got a haircut.
I did get a haircut, and the folks that cut my hair, before they started, they basically asked me, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And I said, "What do you mean?" "Well, yesterday morning you made a comment on the air that you liked my hair."
Yeah, it was nice.
And they're like, "Okay, what's Dave going to say if we cut your hair?" And I said, "Well, I don't know if he'll say anything." And then thought about it for a minute, and I said, "Yeah, he'll say something." So,
Well,
yes, I got my hair cut, and it feels fantastic. It's hot. It's the summertime.
When you were born,
Yes.
you were given a head of hair.
Yeah, I don't know how much. I'm trying to think back to my baby pictures.
Well, as you went through life, it grew.
It
and
did.
You have a head of hair.
Oh,
It's a gift. And then
yes.
what do you do with the gift? You cut it
keep
all
it
off.
trimmed.
You cut it all off.
I didn't cut it all off.
Why do you think hair
I'm not-
grows?
What?
Why do you think hair grows?
Well,
Because it's supposed to.
right. Yeah.
And then you get sidewalls like that, you just cut it all off.
I probably am going to have to be a little careful though going out the next few days with the way the sun is supposed to be.
Yeah. One time it was kind of unusual if you saw a person who was completely bald. I mean, years ago that kind of stood out. Nowadays,
Oh
no.
Yeah.
Guys shave their head. They'll use razors on them and shave their head. There's a lot of people around that prefer to be bald.
Oh, some say bald is beautiful.
Yeah. And I believe that's sometimes what's wrong with our country.
What? Hope the girls at the Hertique are listening. Because we did. We did. We had this conversation. Are you sure you want to do this? Dave just complimented your hair. Are you sure you want to get it cut? And I said, yes, I do.
So last night, excuse me, apologies, you had a choice. You could listen to the president talk about the 2020 election, or you could watch the All-Star game. I assume you watched the president.
This was last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that he was giving his speech.
You forgot?
Yeah. The All-Star game was Tuesday night.
Oh.
So you're right. I did watch the All-Star game.
Well, you can tell I didn't watch it. What is this, Friday?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I thought I heard something on the radio about
Now
the
they
All-Star
were playing
game.
they were playing a baseball game. I think the Mets and the Phillies played each other to start the second half of the season.
Maybe that's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what you have to be careful about with listening to the radio, folks, is some of our worst chewings that we've received here at the radio station are times when people just hear part of something and misunderstand, and I only heard part of it, so I thought that oh gosh, well, I feel lucky to be working with you to help me out. So.
1, 2, 3.
Therapy can help. 872-5111. Did you slide into second but unable to make it home due to a sprained ankle or pulled muscle? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check out one of our locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Gothenburg, or Callaway. Don't let that back, neck, shoulder, or leg pain limit you. Give Team Physical Therapy a call, 872-5111.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
USA Radio News. I'm John Summers. President Trump says he's declassifying evidence showing the American election system's vulnerable to interference and fraud. Secretary of State Marco Rubio sounded the alarm on far-left political terrorism. The secretary issued his warning during the opening of a State Department ministerial attended by roughly 65 foreign delegations.
Even today, the very idea that far-left terrorism could be a serious threat is treated as a right-wing fever dream, or worse, as a dangerous fascist conspiracy.
Vice President Vance indicated there are certain people within the Israeli government who hate the deal between the U.S. and Iran. The Los Angeles Police Department's ending their use of flock cameras over concerns about data collection and civil liberties. Some in Texas want a ban as well. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
In Nebraska news, the Western Nebraska Intelligence and Narcotics Group's task force received information that individuals, including juveniles, were involved in drug trafficking and possession of fully automatic firearms. Following multiple months of investigation by Wing and partner agencies, law enforcement served multiple search and arrest warrants beginning in the early morning hours of July 15th. Due to the nature of the crimes and weapons involved, the warrants were served by the Scottsbluff County SWAT team, the Nebraska State Patrol SWAT team, and the U.S. Marshals Met Fugitive Task Force. All warrants were served without incident, and the warrants were served in Scottsbluff, Gering, and Bayard, Nebraska. The Scottsbluff and Gering Police Departments, Scottsbluff County Sheriff's Office, the Nebraska State Patrol, including the Air Wing, Homeland Security Investigation Agents, and Regional West Ambulance Service also provided personnel for the operations. 7 individuals were taken into custody. The adults arrested including the ages of 18 and 19, and both were charged with possession of a machine gun. 5 juveniles were arrested, 3 at the age of 17, 1 at the age of 16, and 1 at the age of 15, and are all in custody. 3 are charged with possession of a machine gun, and 2 are charged with distribution of a controlled substance of cocaine. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Brianna Murrow.
The Mets got the win on the road.
3-1 is launched to left. Marsh going back. It's over his head. He turns and it's gone. It's snuck over the railing and left into the flower bed. Francisco Alvarez with his second home run of the game.
Mets Radio Network on the call. They defeat the Phillies 4-1. Francisco Alvarez hit 2 solo home runs for his 7th career multi-home run game. Phillies reliever Brad Keller has a torn UCL and is expected to miss the rest of the season. The ratings have been released for the All-Star Game, and close to 8.8 million viewers tuned in on Fox, making it the most watched All-Star Game since 2018. In the WNBA, the Fire beat the Mystics 75-56. The game between the Liberty and Wings has been postponed due to travel delays caused by mechanical issues with the Liberty's charter flight. At the U.S. Open, Jackson Super has a 1-stroke lead through the opening round.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 93. Winds out of the south 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies again tonight. Lows level off around 67. Tomorrow, high of 95. Ample sunshine expected Sunday with daytime highs approaching 97. 99 Monday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement? My answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It is 8:05. let's go outside and find out what it really feels like with Jack Simpson. Jack, what's it like out there?
It feels all right. A little warm this morning, but we got a nice breeze that's coming just a little bit out of the south. It's 70 degrees outside, though, under a mostly sunny sky. Barometric pressure at 30.06, humidity 83%. No rain in the last 24 hours, with 1 inch and 600ths of precipitation for the month. A high yesterday of 93 and an overnight low of 67.
All right, Jack. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Going to play a little song here, get set up for the remote from the Nebraska Linemen's Rodeo being held out at the Custer County Fairgrounds. So that's coming up shortly. Guys will be hooking up here pretty soon, and we'll get it on the air.
Sounds good.
I talked with Jack earlier, and he was going to play some songs for birthdays today. Craig Morgan is 62 today. Luke Bryan is 50 today.
Oh.
So he's going to play some music over on Pure Country in honor of their birthdays. So if you're having a birthday today, happy birthday to you. It's also the birthday of Nicolette Larson, although we lost her in 1997. And I don't know if you remember Nicolette Larson. She had some success. She sang background vocals for Neil Young with a song called Lot of Love.
Oh.
And then she released it on her own, and it became a big radio hit for her. So I didn't remember the All-Star game was on, was on Tuesday, but I can tell you that Nicolette Larson had a big hit with the Neil Young song. And passed away in 1997. And I thought you might want to hear this. This is a rare live version that she performed. We'll take a 60-second timeout, and then we're going out to the Custer County Fairgrounds for the Nebraska Linemen's Rodeo remote. Stay tuned.
Never know how Having the right tool at the right time can mean the difference between a job well done or total frustration. WinQuest is here to help you make it right during our Napa Tool and Equipment Sale, July 13th through the 25th. Check out great deals on our new Carlisle line, plus sale prices on Milwaukee, Select-A-Walt, Forney, and more. Let us help you get the right tool for the job during our Napa Tool and Equipment Sale, July 13th through the 25th at WinQuest Incorporated. Proudly serving you since 1925. East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
The area's most unique summer event is back. Putting off the peak at Happy Jack Peak in Chalk Mine. Make your way to Scotia the 18th or the 19th to take your golf shot from the top of Happy Jack Peak towards the target on a sandbar in the North Loop River. Registration is $25. Shots are 3 for $5. And the grand prize for a hole-in-one is $10,000. Payouts for first through fourth will be paid being the closest to the hole, between $1,000 and $100. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day. Go putt off the peak, July 18th and 19th at Happy Jack Peak and Chalk Mine.
11 past the hour of 8 o'clock. Let's go out to the fairgrounds, Brent, and find out what's going on.
Yeah, let's do.
And with more, here's Jeremy Scheid.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Yes, I am at the Custer County Fairgrounds, and I've got several gentlemen standing around me that are going to be filling us in about what you folks can come out and see when it comes to the Line Workers Rodeo. So what we're going to do first is we're going to have each of these gentlemen introduce themselves, kind of either describe what their position is with the Nebraska Line Workers Rodeo or what their position is with each of their individual entities. I'll start on my left here.
I'm Pete Holbert with Custer Public Power District, and I can help set up the Lineman Rodeo for this.
I'm Brian Winfield with Maine Electrical Sales. Pete and I and Trevor are all on the rodeo committee, and we kind of help all year long put this thing together for this special day.
Okay.
And my name is Trevor Roth. I'm with Nebraska Public Power District, and I'm the operations distribution manager there, and I'm the chair of our committee.
Well, guys, it looks like in general you got poles in the ground, so that's a good first step, isn't it? When did this all start coming together? I know it's a very long process, not only outside of the arena itself, but just getting everything ready to go for an event such as this that's ahead. When did everything kind of finally come together to get ready?
We started with our first meeting in February, and then we just meet monthly after that, getting everything together, talking to our vendors that are a huge supporter of our rodeo, the judges, the volunteers, and then we actually came here on Monday to start building the grounds. And we have volunteers from Dawson, Custer, Loop, the city of Grand Island, and trying to think of the last one that came to help. But anyway, then we all come here, and in Southern came here, OPBD LES, and we came here to build the grounds on Monday, and it usually takes about 6 hours or so, and we get all these poles set. And then on Monday, this next Monday, Custer Public Power and Dawson Public Power will come in here, wreck all this out, get the arena back to ready for the next rodeo.
Over the years when I've been doing this remote broadcast, it's been a perfect example of the competition must go on just the same as the work must go on when these men and women go out and work to keep the lights on, keep the power flowing. It was only a few years ago we were standing in sludge up to the middle of our shins, and this year stands to be a pretty warm one. But everyone out here is ready to go, and these are not conditions that they're unaware of, right?
No, this is the conditions they work in every day. The main thing is that we just keep everybody hydrated and healthy.
Lots of water around, and the only thing you're missing is a big canopy over the top, but that wouldn't be realistic conditions, would it?
No, sir wouldn't.
Talk about, Brian, if you would, what has already happened so far, because I know some things kind of got started yesterday, right? And then what's going to be happening today, and then we'll talk a little bit about the options for people to come out and watch.
Sure. Yesterday we kicked off with registration for all the competitors. We had a judges meeting where they get together and discuss each one of the obstacles and what's going to be required to complete them. And then they met with the competitors so they could ask questions about all of the different obstacles that they're going to be, stations that they're going to be participating in, just so there's no this clear understanding of what's expected for the event. And then we had a vendor show. We had some fellowship. We cooked them bratwursts and hamburgers, and just had had a really good time last night, getting to know everybody again and seeing old faces and that kind of thing, and just getting prepared and mentally ready for what's going to happen today.
Now, folks, if you're listening out there, we're at the Custer County Fairgrounds, and you can come out and watch competition all throughout the day. It's going to be going through much of the day. And if anything, go up in the stands and get some cheering going. And when you see something that's impressive, let them hear you. It's a really unique event that not everybody gets to witness in their lifetime. So come and check it out. See the work that's going on when you're off in your basement or trying to stay warm when the power goes out. These are the people that are out getting that power back on, doing these exact things out in the field to make sure that you get your power back and on. What are some of the events? Who wants to just kind of give us a rundown of the arena here?
Trevor, go ahead.
So over here to our left, which would be the southeast, we have what's called Hurt Man Rescue, and we practice that every year at our local utilities, and it's important in case somebody has a medical emergency on the pole to get them down safely. And then going to the west, we'll have our flag pole that's in the middle, which we have our opening ceremonies on. And then in the southwest corner, we have what's called the obstacle course. It's an apprentice event. Just north of there, we have the dead end event, which is for our journeyman teams. And then moving north across the arena, we have the alley arm, where they got to change out the center insulator, like if it got bad or got hit by lightning. The next one to the north of that is our transformer event. Sometimes we got to climb in blind alleys, we call it, or where there's no access for vehicles, and change the transformer. And so they're going to do that event. And then just to the north of that is apprentice event, the last apprentice event for them, and it's a neutral tie. And so they'll go up and tie the neutral back in, like if there's a floater or if the neutral had come off the insulator. And then another event that's not out here in the arena that takes place in the paddock building is the written test. And we test the skills and how much our apprentices have learned in the book part of this job. And we actually have a 25-question test for them.
Great. And when it comes to all of those competitions, especially the ones that take place out here in the arena, safety over everything, because obviously you want to go as fast as possible because it's a competition, but everything is wiped off the board if it's not done completely in a safe way like it would need to be done out in the field, right? That's the main thing that they're looking for, is to get this done the right way and not make any safety slip-ups, right?
That is correct. A perfect score, which would, like you indicated, with no safety issues at all, will beat anybody that is maybe a little bit faster, but they dropped a knife or they dropped a piece of equipment or whatever it is, which isn't safe. And so the most important thing, like you talked about, is the safety of our technicians out in the field.
Talk about, if you would, one of you, the camaraderie and how cool it is to see everybody come back together each year. Sometimes there are relationships that start here that are able to continue out in the field when we run into a situation here in Nebraska where several groups need to come together and collaborate. I'm sure it's great for them to pull up in a truck and run into somebody that they met here at the rodeo, right?
100%. Yeah, it's old faces and old stories that were shared last night. We have some retired gentlemen that come back and help every year, and they've been retired for a while, and they just love being part of this network of hardworking guys in the electric utility business, and it's a brotherhood, and they all treat it that way. And we actually have an event called the Mutual Aid event where we actually partner two competitors from different utilities together, and then they compete in that event, and there's prizes at the end of that as well. So the mutual aid aspect of it, when they go help each other, when they have a storm in their area or an emergency, it's all hands on deck, and those guys go and work together just as if were trained together. So it really is important to have the fellowship and the camaraderie within our state, and we're the only 100% public power state, so that kind of means something to these guys too. They feel it's like a brotherhood to them. So
safety and camaraderie and communication are universal across everyone. So this is a really good way to practice all of that as well, in addition to the things that they get out there and do every time that we need the power back on. Looks like it's going to be a really exciting day. People are already starting to warm up a little bit. So plenty of grandstand room, folks, if you want to come out here and check this out. We're at the Custer County Fairgrounds. You can't miss it. Just come down to the Trotter Arena and look for all the poles in the air. They don't look like they belong, so that's what you're looking for. They're just sprouting up out of the ground here. What else should we mention? Yeah, it doesn't cost anything, so come out. What we've done in the past, my wife and I, is we'll go grab a sandwich for lunch, come out here during your lunch break, sit up in the shade, and watch the competition and do a little bit of cheering on, and know that these are the folks that are helping you out when you're in need the most. What else should we mention here this morning, guys, that people should know about, or maybe about the competition, or anything else that you wanted to mention?
About the 4-H group.
Yeah, we have a lot of sponsorship coming throughout the community here. We got great people that invite all these guys to the community. There's a lot to mention on everybody that puts a hand in on this. We have our local junior class for post-prom is holding a concession stand to help raise money for their deal. And yeah, it's just, there's a lot of people in the community that really help out with everything that we do here.
Yeah, I've been seeing the sponsorships throughout the time leading up to the competition. Many hands make light work, and certainly that includes sponsorship and making things like this happen. And then, of course, it takes competitors coming as well. And as you mentioned, we've got competitors all across this publicly owned power state, and it's great to see everyone together again for an awesome line workers rodeo. About close to opening ceremony time. So if you're traveling to work right now, maybe you were running late, what's being a little bit later? Just come out to the opening ceremony, right? It's going to be starting at 8:30, and it's really cool if people have never seen that before, right?
Yeah, it's really great. We have our veterans carrying in the flags, and then we have different people from different utilities, different technicians climbing the pole, and then we raise the flags up that way. One other thing, and I don't know if they mentioned this, I had to run away real quick, but if you have time at lunch or whatever, come on out, support the food stand here. It goes to the local school, and just watch it for an hour, have something good to eat.
Yeah, that sounds great. And wherever you sit, you can watch. There's not a bad angle, because everything is happening up in the air. And well, notice, if you would, folks, the communication that is going on. That part in particular is always very interesting to me. It's one thing to get up there and complete the work the way that they've done it hundreds of times, but it's awesome to see them communicate and work together. Everyone's wearing a different logo on their chest here today, but everyone's got the same goal, and that's to do everything safely and in a great collaborative way. So we're going to get underway here pretty soon. I'll let you guys get back to what you had going on, but I appreciate your time this morning and hope it's a fun day, and hope it doesn't get too hot. We'll pray for some clouds, right?
Yeah,
that'd be good. Thank you.
And a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah, and a little bit of a breeze. Well, yeah, cross your fingers out there for that, folks. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Come on out. Custer County Fairgrounds is where we're at. This is the Line Workers Rodeo. It's been coming here to Custer County for several years. You've heard us talk about it on the Breakfast Show for several years in a row now. And if you've not been out to check it out in years past, this year is as good a year as any. Well, there's not a ton of rain on the ground. It's pretty dry out, so put on some shorts and a t-shirt, come sit in the shade, bring some food and a drink. It's completely free to come out here and check it out at Trotter Arena at the Custer County Fairgrounds. Lots of competition, always people up on poles, lots of collaboration between all sorts of entities across the state. Christy, is there anybody else we're supposed to talk to?
No, I think you've covered it.
Okay, that sounds
They're
good.
busy getting ready.
Yeah, they are busy. There's a lot of hustle and bustle around here, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's always crazy to me to think the most that what we're witnessing here in quote-unquote perfect conditions, the only complaint being it's going to be pretty hot today, is that a lot of what is happening today often happens when there's rain falling sideways or snow all over the ground or trucks struggling to get to where the poles are down and things like that. This is a cakewalk for these guys in stuff like this. If they have to worry about a little bit of sweat, that's no big deal to them. They go out in blizzards and everything else to just get that light switch to turn back on. So pretty cool.
Exactly, yeah.
So grab some lunch, folks, or at any point throughout the day, if you're just swinging through, come sit down for 10 or 15 minutes and watch what's going on here at the Line Workers Rodeo at the Custer County Fairgrounds on the east end of Broken Bow. They'd love to have you stop by. All right, with that, we'll send it back to you in the studio, Dave.
All right, thank you very much. Great remote broadcast from the Custer County Fairgrounds for the Nebraska Linemen's Rodeo. And sounds like they're bustling around and getting ready to start the competition very soon, Brent. And I think Jeremy hit it right on the nail head there. This is a little warm today, but when these guys are working in emergency situation, oftentimes it's stormy.
Right.
Or, winter cold, blizzards. We all know when we lose electricity the most often. So thank you to all of those people who carry on.
Yep.
Got a job opening here at the Custer County Farm Service Agency. They're accepting applications for a program analyst. They carry out office activities to provide technical assistance and program support so farmers and ranchers can understand and access the FSA program benefits. Basic requirements include general office clerical work, record keeping, computer ability, organizational skills, and good public relations skills. The position offers health insurance, a 401k, and paid holidays, vacation, and sick leave. To apply, go to usajobs.gov and include the FSA in the keywords field and Broken Bow, Nebraska in the location field to find the position announcement. And complete the application and get it in because the deadline is at 10:59 p.m. Central Time on July 30th. For additional information about this position, you can call the Executive Director, Stevie, at 308-872-6877, 872-6877.
We'll stay with the job opportunities and tell you about a job opportunity through the Custer County Foundation as they are looking for a full-time administrative assistant to join their team. Looking for someone who's organized, communicates well, comfortable with Microsoft Office, using social media and creative online tools. Now, experience with QuickBooks would be a plus, but they're willing to train the right person. Along with a competitive salary and benefits based on experience, they offer a 3% simple IRA match, flexibility, work-life balance, and the opportunity to be part of a nonprofit that's making a positive impact in our communities. If you'd like to apply for the position, send your cover letter and resume to Riley Daffer. You can email that to her at Riley, RILEE, at CusterCountyFoundation.org, or you can find the complete job posting on the Custer County Foundation Facebook page. Come be a part of an organization that is making a difference every day.
We'll be back with Charlie Crockett right after these words.
Your mornings sound better.
If you're driving in the car on the way to work, it just makes your day more enjoyable just listening to them.
The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
Join me, Chad Dolan of Reynolds Auction and Realty on July 17th at 7 p.m. for the annual Kearney Cruise Night Classic Car Auction. Want to buy or sell a classic car or truck? Do it this year at Kearney Cruise Night. Nationwide live internet bidding, great food and cold drinks in the air-conditioned building at the Buffalo County Fairgrounds in Kearney. Just $2 admission and a lot of fun and entertainment for the whole family. To consign your car or truck now, give us a call at 308-832-2444 or check us out at reynoldsauction.highbid.com. We'll see you at the sale.
As America celebrates 250 years, we are celebrating the people who make our communities great. It's Red, White, and You.
We're recognizing local legends including individuals, teachers, volunteers, first responders, businesses, organizations, and groups who make a difference right here at home.
If you know someone who deserves to be recognized, nominate them today. Visit the contests page at sandhillsexpress.com and tell us about them. Red, White, and You is brought to you by
Dairy Queen, Thompson Chiropractic, Power Solutions, Evans Feed Company, Grocery Cart, Nebraska State Bank, Palmer Monument, the Callaway District Hospital and Medical Clinics, Chapin's Interiors and Square One Boutique, Lines Appliance, and Ridgeline Exteriors.
There's something special about summer in Custer County. Neighbors coming together, celebrating what makes this country strong. Hard work, pride, and patriotism. At Nebraska State Bank and Trust, they've been honored to be a part of that tradition since 1917. For over a century, they've stood alongside you, helping families grow, businesses thrive, and dreams take root. Because when a community succeeds, we all do. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, rooted in tradition, committed to you. Member FDIC.
Town service, and that's what you'll get at Ansley Lumber and Supply. From new home builds to remodels, including quartz, granite, and cabinetry, their team works alongside of you every step of the way. Need ag supplies like fencing wire, posts, or tanks? They have them. And in a full line of quality Benjamin Moore paints and delivery, and you're set. Visit Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, or Saturdays, 8 to noon, and see the difference local makes at Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
8:36 is your time. Want to thank the businesses who make the video stream of the breakfast show available to you each Monday through Friday. They include V-Bar Trailer Sales, Runza of Broken Bow, Ross Electric, and the Hertique, Off-Broadway Assisted and Independent Living, Ideal Realty, Hunter's Towing, Grand Generation Manor, Fairter Auto Parts, Designs of Distinction, the Custer County Foundation, Culligan, and A1 Auto Repair in Arnold. Thank you very much. You'll see them scrolling on the screen as we bring you the breakfast show video-wise. Of course, all of the businesses that you hear on the radio signal, thank you very much to them as well. Mind match, well, we didn't have a winner. JB did not match Jack's mind, which is understandable. And so that takes us up to $75 for the jackpot this coming Wednesday. We'll play at 7:45, all brought to you by the Garden Center and Gateway Motors. If you haven't listened before, you haven't heard it, the contestant tries to match 3 out of 5 questions. And it's kind of difficult because you have to try to think about how Jack or whoever's pre-recorded the answers, how they would answer, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the basis of the game, trying to match the mind of somebody else. And, well, I mean, yeah, that can be really difficult to do. And, well, like in JB's case, there were a couple of questions that were so very close, but not exactly a match. So,
yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun. I've talked to a lot of people who say, hey, you know what? We love listening to it, and we love playing along, whether we're the person on the phone or not. So it's become a lot of fun. I think it kind of takes you back to the old match game game show that was popular in the 70s. And then, well, I think they brought back a version of it here recently. So, but it's fun.
Oh, there's a game channel on TV. I'm sure you can probably watch.
Oh, yeah, the Game Show Network.
Yeah. There's new games on there, and then they have the retros as well. I think my mom watches it once in a while. She likes some of the games. She does pretty well.
Yeah, I liked the old. Remember the old style microphone?
Oh yes.
Gene Rayburn used it all the time on Match Game. The tiny little microphone there at the top, but it was a real long microphone.
Yeah.
He used it. I think Bob Barker used it at the beginning of Price is Right. I'm like, I love those microphones.
Well, I think the host of The Price is Right now uses it.
Oh, he probably does. You know what? It has been a very long. I can't tell you the last time I watched an episode of The Price is Right. Now, when I was a kid growing up, you just were hoping you'd wake up sick because you would stay home, and what would you do? You would watch The Price is Right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I haven't. Who is the host? Drew Carey?
Yeah,
is
Drew
he
Carey,
the host?
Yeah. I could.
I bet he does. Yeah, I bet he does.
I'm pretty sure he
probably
uses one of those,
still use that microphone.
We'll be right back.
Sargent Irrigation provides water daily in central Nebraska with their services and products. One thing that has never changed since day one is their commitment to the farmers and ranchers right here in central Nebraska. They're the cornerstone of our economy here, and Sargent Irrigation is proud of every partnership they have in the ag industry. Water well drilling, pump installation, and maintenance for all of your irrigation and commercial applications with Sargent Irrigation.
Don't let falling behind on your spraying affect your yield. Now is the time to book fungicide and insecticide applications on corn and soybeans with Aero Aviation. Not only can you fight disease, but you can improve plant health at the same time, increasing yields. Easily control insects like grasshoppers, rootworms, beetles, and western bean cutworms with the help of Aero Aviation. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim with Aero Aviation at 872-5113 to talk about your options.
At RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow, it's about more than nuts, bolts, and tools. It's about neighbors helping neighbors. Every month when you round up your purchase to the nearest dollar, those extra cents go right back into our community, supporting local organizations, projects, and families who make Broken Bow such a special place to call home. Every penny makes a difference. When you shop local, instead of clicking buy online, you're investing in hometown businesses, local jobs, and a stronger community. Neighbors helping neighbors. That's the Ace way. Shop RTA's Hardware, where your dollars stay close to home.
8:41. In the 9 o'clock hour, you'll be hearing Jeremy again. And Christy, they'll be in Mason City for all the details on the Mason City homecoming this weekend. So stay tuned for that. Brent has a couple more things he wants to tell you about as well, so keep it right here. In the meantime, John Hyatt teaming up with the Jerry Douglas Band with All the Lilacs in Ohio.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
Join us all at Bruning Bank in supporting the area youth as they showcase their talent and hard work during the Custer County Fair in Broken Bow. Bruning Bank is a proud supporter of our youth and their agricultural endeavors. We wish all exhibitors the best of luck in their events. We look forward to seeing where your future takes you as leaders, innovators, and difference makers. We are here for you every step of the way. Bruning Bank, build, grow, thrive. Member FDIC.
Why drive and spend your hard-earned money on gas when unbeatable low prices are available right here at Lines Appliance? Right now, dishwashers, refrigerators, and freezers are all specially priced and will continue until this inventory is gone. Like a Mana washer dryer pairs, $4.25 each or $8.50 for the set. Talk to Preston or Brent at Lines Appliance and get these quality appliances on the way to your home. Delivery and setup are available. It's never been easier. If service is what you need, they'll fix it up quick and right. Lines Appliance, 720 South C Street, Broken Bow.
The Secret Garden has 3 unique locations, each offering something special. Visit the Broken Bow location Monday through Saturday for breakfast, lunch, refreshing drinks, and a daily $5 drink special. This Thursday, stop by the Secret Garden at Market on the Square in Broken Bow for drinks, lunch, and produce. Head to the Myrna location Friday and Saturday to help celebrate Kelly's birthday by drawing for a special percentage off all Secret Garden inventory. Follow the Secret Garden on Facebook for updates or shop online at thesecretgardenonline.com.
Breakfast show time, 8:47, with some information you can use. Here's Brent Apperson.
Well, last week we visited with members of the Custer County Youth Sports Club, and they were talking about some really great youth sports opportunities that are coming up as we move into late summer and certainly into the fall. And one of those opportunities is for girls elementary volleyball. They're kind of going together and creating a little volleyball league for age groups 3rd and 4th grade and for 5th and 6th grade. So it's time to sign up for that. Registration deadline to join the Broken Bow team is set for July 20th. The season will run September 12th through October 17th. You have a lot of area teams from around the region and area that will be a part of this as well, and they'll be putting teams together also. So check with your community to see if that is something that will be happening there and how you can get your youngster signed up. Again, the season for this will run September 12th through October 17th, but registrations are open now, so they encourage you to sign up. Registration deadline July 20th. Watch for the flyers around the area. You can go to the QR code and get your child signed up. Also, check out Custer County Youth Sports Facebook page. And a couple of days ago, we also posted a story on sandhillsexpress.com. If you click on the story about the sign-up, you can also access the registration information on it as well. And they'll also be putting together a cheer camp, which will start in August for youth as well. So check out some of the opportunities that are going on through Custer County Youth Sports.
8:48, Mumford and Sons. Never thought I'd say this with Chris Stapleton, but he's playing with just about everybody, and this is a big hit for both entities there. It's called Here. Oh, man, I'll tell you right now, I could use some bacon. I could go for some bacon and eggs over easy with some hash browns, a little ketchup, a cup of coffee. Where would I go?
Well, I would send you to the Tumbleweed Cafe, and I would go right along with you.
I'd be willing.
Yes, because bacon makes it better, and they've got bacon and everything you want at the Tumbleweed Cafe. Open 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily for dine-in. And don't forget, in the morning from 6 to 11, Monday through Friday, you can find delicious breakfast items ready to go for you. Things like burritos, sandwiches, cinnamon rolls, biscuits and gravy, and more. Just drive through and grab a quick breakfast to go. And also every Monday through Friday, they also have their homemade lunch specials. And on Sundays, of course, you can enjoy their Sunday buffet from 11 until 2. And don't forget about their pre-made casseroles that they put together that you can pick up and take home and pop in the oven for those busy nights. Also, don't forget about Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill. Open on the west side of the Tumbleweed, open Monday through Saturday, 5 p.m. Stop in and grab some great food, cold drinks, and visit with friends. You'll find things like cheese cigars, wings, clubhouse flatbreads, burgers, and fries on the menu. That is Cracker Jack Sports Bar and Grill and the Tumbleweed Cafe right here in Broken Bow.
We're going to have a breakfast show recommendation at this time.
Okay.
We just played Chris Stapleton, and he is diverse. He can play any kind of music and
Pretty
perform
much.
with all different artists. And we have another one lined up here by the name of Marcus King. Now, Marcus can play country rock, blues, jazz. He's all over the place, and he's good at it no matter what he does. I'm going to give just a little short piece of one where he's playing with, I believe it's with what they call a three-piece power band, would be rock blues. So I'm just going to give you a little sample because it might be a little edgy for this time of day. So here's one that he did with his band, three-piece band. And Brett was just telling me he's been playing with the likes of Brooks and Dunn as well.
Brooks and Dunn have done, they call them the reboot albums, where they remake some of their hits that they've had over the years, and they have guest artists join them on the remakes. And I think Marcus King and Brooks and Dunn did a remake of "Rock My World, Little Country Girl."
We'll have to check that one out sometime.
And it rocks. Yes.
This is one he released a few months ago, and kind of shows the other side of Marcus. He plays a lot of Merle Haggard when he's on stage. He'll cover some Marshall Tucker. He's a country fan, and so this was one he released recently called Heartlands.
On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
USA Radio News, I'm John Summers. President Trump says he's declassifying evidence showing the American election system's vulnerable to interference and fraud. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, commented after the U.S. Navy's Blue Angels conducted a low flyover above a crowded Florida beach this week. A planned Louisiana gas project signed a deal to protect Ukraine's fuel from Russian attacks. A major chip maker is shelling out more money to the U.S. Here's reporter Wendy Swanson.
Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company announced it will invest another $100 billion to expand their footprint in Arizona. That brings the company's total investment in the state to $265 billion.
Texas is dealing with life-threatening flash flooding in the Hill Country and Big Bend regions. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Brianna Murrow.
The Mets got the win on the road.
3-1 is launched to left. Marsh going back. It's over his head. He turns and it's gone. It's snuck over the railing and left into the flower bed. Francisco Alvarez with his second home run of the game.
Mets Radio Network on the call. They defeat the Phillies 4-1. Francisco Alvarez hit 2 solo home runs for his 7th career multi-home run game. Phillies reliever Brad Keller has a torn UCL and is expected to miss the rest of the season. The ratings have been released for the All-Star Game, and close to 8.8 million viewers tuned in on Fox, making it the most watched All-Star Game since 2018. In the WNBA, the Fire beat the Mystics 75-56. The game between the Liberty and Wings has been postponed due to travel delays caused by mechanical issues with the Liberty's charter flight. At the U.S. Open, Jackson Super has a 1-stroke lead through the opening round.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 93. Winds out of the south 5 to 10 miles per hour. Clear skies again tonight. Lows level off around 67. Tomorrow, high of 95. Ample sunshine expected Sunday with daytime highs approaching 97. 99 Monday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Seasonal and favorite blizzards, traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. They're waiting at Dairy Queen in Broken Bow. Download the app and enjoy amazing discounts and deals. Visit Dairy Queen in Broken Bow on West Highway 2.
9:05. It's already pretty warm out there. 77 under a sunny sky. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure pretty steady again this morning at 30.07. Humidity at 72%. Yesterday's high was 93 with an overnight low of 67. An inch and 600ths precipitation is what we have received this month, and it is drying out, as you folks know, so let's be careful about burning materials, please. 77, sunny and calm here at Broken Bow. We're going to Mason City in just a little bit to find out more about the Mason City Homecoming. We go to Mason City via the radio.
Hey, let's do that.
And helping us out with that, of course, is Jeremy Shipe. Christy is there with some good people from Mason City. We'll turn it over to you, Jeremy.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Yes, we are here in Mason City. It's beautiful out this morning. We're under the shade. We've got a little bit of a breeze working through town, and we've got some great folks here to talk to us about Mason City Homecoming, which you folks can attend all throughout this weekend. Things get started tonight and work all the way through Saturday and Sunday. As we get started, we want to thank the wonderful sponsors that make it possible for us to be here, including the Mason City Community Service Club, made up of the people passionate about keeping Mason City Homecoming an annual event. Durock Pest Control. Contact Chuck and he'll get rid of those pesky rodents, bugs, and all other pests at 308-539-4348. Thank you to Custer Public Power District, sponsoring all the areas in which they service, and Trotter Incorporated, proud to support the communities they serve, and KNR Concepts, Kevin and Riley Rosiski, for all of your fencing and cedar tree removal needs. Call KNR Concepts, 308-212-0401. We've got Farrah here, we've got Donna here, and we've got Kevin here, and we're going to be talking all things Mason City Homecoming. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining me this morning and chatting about the busy weekend ahead. I always start these conversations out by saying all of the planning, all of the work comes down to one weekend. Are we excited for that? Nervous? What's the energy here at the table? Just ready?
Yeah, it's maybe a little bit all of the above. We have a couple new events this year that, it's exciting. It's exciting. We got a lot going on here.
Great. Well, should we start with Friday night and just work our way through chronologically? Does that work okay with you?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. I'll let you start us off wherever you'd like to start.
Friday night, or tonight actually, we're going to have mashed potatoes and chicken noodle, our hometown meal served by Mason City Community Service Club. There'll be various salads and desserts that are all homemade that'll be brought in. Something that we like to start our evening off and bring all of our families in. A lot of young kids in our town too, so that kind of leads us into a nice evening. We have ice cream social as well, sponsored by the Baptist Church. And then we will do our games, which Donna's the leader of our games with some of our older kids.
You're the game leader, huh?
Yeah.
I am. I like to play a few games.
Okay. Is that due to competitiveness, or you just like being around the games in general?
I'll be really honest. When I was a little kid, these games have not changed since I was a little girl. And I used to be in awe of Joanne Cox and Orvin Cox out here in the middle, and all the people that would come together as a family to do the egg toss. It's not just kids. We've got phenomenal egg tosses that'll go almost a half a block long.
Wow.
And to see that competitiveness and the camaraderie just amongst the families is amazing.
Awesome. And, everyone makes a different memory. Sometimes you make several memories, but there's always that one that sticks out. And that was a memory that stuck out for you then, and now you're helping out and putting this on again and making new memories for people in the future. So talk about all of these games. There's a great variety, isn't there?
Well, yeah, it's funny because back in 1776, we have a little flyer and it lists off the games. And so we just do foot races, we do three-legged races, we do sack races, we do turtle races, and then we do the egg toss. And this year we have, again, last year was the first year, we have the best dressed farm animal. So the kids kind of liked it. We had quite a few competitors. I had several kids come up to me to say, hey, we doing it again? We got some ideas. So I think they're pretty excited. And we have a very nice plaque this year to give to the winner. So,
wow. Now that's a plaque that comes with some bragging rights.
I know.
Not everybody has one of those, do they?
Exactly.
Talk about maybe a couple of things you saw in that competition last year, if you would. Now,
don't give too much away for those that didn't compete last year. We don't want to give them an upper hand, or maybe we want to help them out. But what were some of the things that were seen last year in that?
Well, you saw some goats in pants, and you saw some chickens dressed as Harry Potter, and
wow,
we had some ducks that were gangsters. We had a nice variety of animals, and the kids had a lot of fun with it.
Great. That sounds awesome. And this is all going on tonight, folks. So if you want to start sewing your pants for your chickens now, get them ready, because we're only a few hours away from that. And then the ball field's got great stuff going on.
I would like to just add one
Sure.
more thing before we move to the ball field. All of those kid games are going to take place here on Main Street, like they've done for years and years. Last year we did try going down to the ball field and having all events located down there, but it was hot. There wasn't a lot of shade where we needed the kid games, and the cakewalk is another thing that is very important on Friday night.
Absolutely.
Cakewalk's a tradition that's been here for years. Probably 100 years. I don't
Absolutely.
like a long time. It's the library that sponsors it, the Sunshine Library Club. It happens over here on the bandstand, and it's a quarter to play, and it's like musical, the music stops, they call out a number. If you're standing on the number, you get a cake. So that will be here on Main Street before we go over to the ball field for goats.
All right. And that ball field, talk about the things it's seen over the years. It's just an awesome place to have everything come together at several times throughout this weekend. See, the mic has made its way over to Kevin. Kevin, are you going to be telling us about the ball field?
So starting at 7 o'clock tonight, we will have a cornhole tournament. And at 6 o'clock, we start registration for the goat roping and start swinging ropes at 7. It's just kind of a family-friendly event.
Got a lot of teams coming.
We're looking at probably about 200 teams tonight.
You said 200?
200 teams.
Wow.
All on foot. Right.
Oh, yeah, it's all on foot. Doesn't require too
Yep.
much equipment or
Nope.
anything like that. I've seen this goat roping thing kind of take off in other communities over the years as well. It's kind of been something that's been going on for a bit in Mason City. For people that aren't familiar with how this works, it's very low stakes, and it's just a lot of fun, right?
It's $20 a team. You can be on as many teams as you want, sign up as many times as you want. The cash payout at the end is pretty impressive.
Well, yeah, with 200 teams, yeah, it's gotta be, yeah.
But basically, it's the same thing as your steer roping. You got a header and a heeler, but you're on foot. Fast time wins. We let them rope twice. If you catch either one of them times, you move to the third round, and so I'm guessing we'll probably be roping for
hours.
6 hours tonight.
Good thing is we do have concessions planned for down there, so we'll have mac and cheese, taco, meat, chips, cheese, all the goodies. Stop in with we'll feed you when it's late, and your mashed potatoes and chicken noodle have worn off.
So,
do the goats know what they're in for? How many goats are going to be participating against these?
We are bringing 150 goats to town tonight.
Oh, okay. So at most, maybe they'll get in there a couple to a few times.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
That's good. Good to have goat numbers when you've got team numbers like that.
Yes.
Because if you had 15 goats, I mean, those poor things.
They don't want to
out.
go back through the chute very many times.
I don't.
So just a lot of fun, something different. We started the goat roping 3 years ago, and it's taken off.
It's taken off, and people are starting to travel to different communities to do this. I've done several of these remote broadcasts this year, and goat roping's kind of becoming really popular.
The team that won it last year actually came up from Kansas.
Wow.
So starting to get pretty good little following. I've seen the youngest one I seen rope, I think, was 8 years old, and the oldest one was 81.
Very cool.
So just a fun time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Come on out, give it a shot.
Yep.
And you can sign up tonight,
Sign up
right?
tonight, yep.
Okay.
Registration starts at 6, and we'll start at 7. We'll start roping her.
The first round.
Yep.
And
Okay.
the cornhole tournament registration also starts at 6 as well, and that's also $20 a team, and you sign up with Brad Granger in the same location down the ball field.
Yep, so you can play cornhole, or you can do goat roping, or I'm sure maybe you have people that do both. They work back and forth.
They work back and forth. You bet we do. You bet.
Okay, sounds great.
Before I hand the mic over here, I would just like to thank all the sponsors and all the people that make this happen. It's a team effort, and so
Absolutely.
Many hands go
light work.
into it, that's for sure.
Yes.
Great. Well, thank you for your sponsorship of our broadcast this morning, Kevin. Your radio debut went pretty well, I gotta say.
Yeah.
first time for everything.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, so that takes us to Chicken Pie Bingo. Got that going on there as well, right?
Chicken Pie Bingo is our Ansley Junior Livestock fundraiser, and we did it in Ansley. It's like cow pie bingo, where you sell the squares and then you wait for the chicken to poop on your square, and it is really helpful for our 4-H group and being able to give back to the community. We do community service projects, and so that helps fund things throughout the year for us.
And it's a simple concept. Does it get any easier than that?
I think we still have some squares to sell, but there's quite a few that are already taken. I think it's 400 squares. So
awesome.
Okay, so get yourself a square that night before it gets started. Just look for it down at the ball field. Maybe you can pick one.
And I bet you, you could ask anybody who do I buy one from, and we can get you set up.
Okay, sounds great. Well, and that's just the start that we talked about. That's all going on tonight, folks. It starts at 5:30 with the hometown meal and goes all the way through those events at the ball field. And everyone gets a good night's rest under their belt, and then we get started nice and early on Saturday morning. You get the blood flowing a little bit, right?
Yeah. We have done the 5K since 2013, 14, I think, somewhere in there. It's just been about 45 registrants. It's a pretty good turnout for 8 a.m., but we like to do it when it's cool. And then if you get done and you get some water, and parade is to follow. So the track is the same track as what it's been every year. We kind of do the outside of Mason City. We go out to past Homeward Trail Bible Camp and come back, and then we go around the rodeo arena and around the outside edge of town and finish here on Main Street. Start on Main Street and finish on Main Street.
Great. That'll be awesome. Good way to get the day started, and know that you've done your workout so that when you're kicking your feet up for the rest of the day, you don't feel guilty as you would.
That's right. All those homemade desserts. You can have a few.
Yeah, you don't feel guilty throughout the day. Parade, Life on the Wild Side, kind of is a great idea, first of all, but you can take that lots of different ways.
Yeah.
And it's always interesting to see how people do that with their floats and how they decorate things. That'll be kind of cool to see.
It was a broad category. We felt like it could be.
We feel like we got a wild weekend planned with the bull bash and the goat roping and whiskey bent coming. It's a big broad band, and we thought, hey, that's a great theme. Let's throw the parade.
Yeah, and it can, there's, if kids want to come put a float together, it can easily be a jungle.
Yeah. Well, why not? And if they're wanting to get into the parade, remind everyone where you go to get set up for that.
The corner of, I think it's Prentice and Calhoun.
Yep.
It's just past the Baptist church, about a block. That's where they check in and give you your numbers. We'd like you to come at 9 if you could, to get checked in, and so we get people lined up before the start of the parade at 10.
I know they request that you turn in off of Highway 2 over here at the First Baptist Church sign on Prentice Street. That way you're not having to backtrack or anything with your floats, and it gets you right in line.
Okay, that sounds good. And then bring your appetite for the meal, and then an afternoon full of fun stuff after you enjoy that fireman's barbecue, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, come out and support your firemen between 11 and 1. And then Chris Hawkins, he does a fantastic job down here with the tractor pull. It's been a Hawkins family tradition. His dad, Irwin, did it way back in the day, and Chris has continued the legacy, and he has a good show down there, and he usually pulls a few pickups, doesn't he, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yep, okay. I know a lot of people enjoy it. It's down here at Sims Park. If you want to get signed up with Chris, it's 308-212-0449. Then the alumni this year, they've decided the last couple of years that they're just doing a community building meeting, and that's at 1:30 after the luncheon. Instead of the Sunday meal, they are going to meet at 1:30 up here at the community hall. So you want to come and find out what's new in the community, come to that. If you're an alumni from Mason City, even if you just graduated from the 8th grade, come to the meeting. Then our evening events, we are going to start down at the ball field again. Everything is centrally located down there. This year, we are heading in off about 4:30. We're going to start to feed people with the American Legion meal. They're raising money here for a Veterans Memorial Wall, so please come out and support our project. And they've joined in with the area veterans as well. We are going to have a taco bar and a hot dog bar, so come out and eat before you head over to the Bull Bash. We got a pretty exciting new event. We had Double Down Rodeo Company come to us and say, can we bring the bulls back to town? Well, sure, let's bring the bulls back to town. You know,
great enthusiasm. I mean, they've done an awesome job.
They have. We like to thank them for the big, nice sign out by the highway advertising Mason City Homecoming, and a lot of people are talking about this Bull Bash, so we hope to have a great night. We're going to try to ask people that are going to the Bull Bash to turn on Main Street and go north to Rodeo Road and over, and the people that are going to the Legion meal only to turn over here on Wayne Street and go into Sims Park direction. And we'll have plenty of parking between Sims Park and the ball field for everybody, so I think it'll be a good time. They're going to start with mutton and busting first. They have sign up at 5 o'clock, and they're going to start to open up the chutes, I think, at 5:30 for the mutton busting, and then they'll also have steer riding.
Okay.
For the youngsters. And then last I knew, I know they have about 21 riders signed up, but that was 3 weeks ago. So who knows what they've got now. They've had $5,000 worth of extra prize money that's thrown in. It's a $100 entry fee, and so I think it should be a good time. And after the bull riding, you can just walk back over to the ball field because it's right next door and enjoy Whiskey Ben. It's a free concert tonight from 11 to midnight, or excuse me, 8 to midnight.
That's
oh
late.
man,
I know.
it doesn't even start till 11.
I know. Sorry, that was lack of sleep here for. Yeah, Whiskey Ben will put on a free concert for us there, and the American Legion again will step in and veterans and feed you if you get hungry at 11:30, 12:30 at night. And we have some biscuits and gravy until they run out.
I think right now is as good a time as any to make the observation that you don't need to spend little to no money to participate in most of these events throughout the weekend, and that's due to the wonderful sponsorship and the wonderful support of the people that are taking the bull by the horns, for a perfect phrase right now, to run these different events. Every event needs an organizer, and then it needs support in order for these small town communities to come together and enjoy things without taking money out of your pocket, because let's be honest, we do that for plenty of things these days, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes. We make a point to try to make it family friendly. You have a large family and you go to a bull riding event and it's only $10 person, and kids 12 and under are free.
Yeah.
So who does that anymore, other than, we're trying to bring people in and not rob you at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, we've come to the end of Saturday, and there are a few events on Sunday after people get maybe a little bit shorter sleep after they did on Friday night. But on Sunday, always a great, easygoing way to just round out the weekend, right?
Yeah, Sunday community church service will be here in the park at 10. We always follow that up with donuts, orange juice, coffee, just a gathering here afterwards. The horseshoe tournament starts at 1, and that's back over by the tractor pull on the Sims Park railroad side. So that if you want to register your team, Shane Ryan has been the coordinator of that event for years, and he's going to be able to get your team checked in, and starts at 1. That normally has a large following too. There's a lot of people, a lot of Ryans.
A lot of Ryans.
A lot of Ryans that know how to throw some shoes. But then in the evening, in years past, we'd done some swimming pools kind of stuff, but everybody wants to just stay in Mason City and not necessarily go elsewhere. And so we have a air-conditioned, nice movie night at the First Baptist Church. They always have all kinds of goodies to
nice
eat.
Concessions, free as well.
Free concessions. Our kids get loaded up on sugar and
Nice.
popcorn. So, yeah, it should be a nice event. I've seen the movie posted.
It's David is the movie this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And the American Legion this year is also doing a couple raffles. They're doing a split the pot raffle, and they're also raffling off 2 beautiful quilts that were made by the sewing ladies over here. They donated their time, the materials for these items, and so you can catch several Legion members throughout the weekend to buy raffle tickets, and they'll draw, I was told, Saturday night after their supper for those items. But I want to end by thanking our platinum sponsors particularly. We want to thank Cole Electric, Triple J Trucking, K&R Concepts, Peaks and Posies, Jared and Shane and Marshall, Insurance of the Heartland, an Insight Partner, Corbin Trucking, SME Trucking, Hamilton, R&R Welding, Creekside Highland Haven, Town and Country Bank, Pate's Farm Service, and Schaefer's Diesel Repair, and Flatwater Bank. We could not do these events and go big like this without them and their support, and we truly appreciate. And there's many other smaller donors that also, again, every dollar counts here, and we really appreciate everything that you do.
Well, it's a very impressive schedule, and over the years, Mason City has just continued to come together to make these things happen. And there's some traditions, like we talked about earlier on in the broadcast, that have stuck through all the way through the years, and there's new ones that have started up as well. I think maybe if you talked to them back in 1886 and told them, hey, in 2026 we're going to be having 200 teams roping goats on their feet, they probably would have called you crazy. But that's what it's about. It's about moving and changing and coming up with new things to enjoy, making new traditions. And I love the goat on the top of the poster as well. It's perfect.
He's hanging out. Yep, exactly. Hey, and while I'm at it, I want to mention that Kevin here is the chairman of Mason City and does a fantastic job here. I know he's like thinking, why are you talking right now? But one of the things that is going to make its debut this year, the boys on the board tore off the back of the hall and completely redid the restrooms back there. It's beautiful back there, and Kevin headed this project out along with Jared Marshall and Brent Home, another area, Denny Tompkin, yes, Chuck Smith, and came together. We all kind of had hands in a little bit.
Everybody did.
You betcha. And we want to thank the community for all their support for that project, and come out and enjoy those restrooms. And we also want to thank this community service club, because they received a grant, and also making its debut as brand new tables and chairs this year over here, and they're beautiful. So yeah, big improvements. We got more improvements, and there'll be some donation boxes throughout the community over the weekend where you can donate for either the Legion's memorial wall, or for our project over here. We want to redo the south wall of the community hall and make some updates on the interior, get the carpet off the walls is one of the next big ones.
trying to make it just a more appealing place for anybody to come rent the hall and have an event there. And so we felt like it needed some updating, and it's fun to see it come together.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think Kevin's next big project, he wants concrete to go between the two buildings.
Yep.
Yeah.
We like to see get a basketball court in there for our kids.
Great.
And have a venue there so that we can open up the community building and rent to the south side. So
Lots of active projects.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Always something going on.
We're alive.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the time to tell us all about Mason City Homecoming. Appreciate your time and hope it's a great, fun weekend. Should be a blast.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
All right. Mason City Homecoming this weekend, folks. Things get started tonight and go all the way through to Sunday. What's the name of the Facebook page where the schedule is and everything?
It's Mason City Community Service Club.
Mason City Community Service Club. Okay.
Yep.
So check that story out. We'll put a story up on St. Hills Express this afternoon as well so that you folks can check that out and kind of refer to that. But start to finish, fun for the whole family, lots of memory-making opportunities for you this weekend in Mason City. Before we close out the broadcast and send it back to the studio, we want to again thank the wonderful sponsors that made it possible for us to be here today. K&R Concepts, Trotter Incorporated, Custer Public Power District, Durock Pest Control, and Mason City Community Service Club. Come to Mason City this weekend, folks. You won't regret it. Lots of fun waiting. It's Life on the Wild Side this weekend in Mason City. Back to you, Dave.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Thanks, Jeremy, and thanks to the folks there in Mason City. They've put in a lot of work, as you just heard, to have this festival and beyond that with their community. So improvements being made in Mason City, the friendly little town up the highway. So congratulations and celebrate. Get on the wild side.
Absolutely.
Brent, I think you have an announcement, so we'll catch up on that right after we take our last break. And I'm waiting for the computer here to save. There we go. There we go. It saved it. Now we have some audio for Jeremy to work with if he wants to make a story. Also want to send a message out to our neighbor over there on Pure Country, Jack.
Oh.
There's a song, Jack, I want you to listen to sometime today that I think might be appropriate for you going into the weekend, all right? It's called Out of Control. We'll be right back with Brent's message after these words.
Farming is a tough business that requires tough equipment. That goes for your irrigation system as well, which is why an irrigation system from Central Nebraska Diesel, your local Ranke dealer, is built to be durable and reliable. High-strength steel, superior engineering, and an industry-leading 10-year warranty on gearboxes. That is what a Ranke irrigation system is made of. Give the irrigation professionals at Central Nebraska Diesel a call today to find out just how tough they really are. Ranke, more right than rain. And Central Nebraska Diesel, your local irrigation experts.
Ground has been broken on the new Moline Seed and Fence Broken Bow location, and the building is going up. But until we can welcome you to the new store, we would like to offer our Broken Bow area customers free delivery for the month of July. With trucks hitting the road on a daily basis, we can deliver all your fencing and ranch supplies straight to your operation. Moline Seed and Fence has one of the largest on-hand inventory of creosote, hedge, fiberglass, and pipe posts, alongside a large selection of barbed wire from Red Brand, Oklahoma, Stay Tough, and H&W. It's never too early to start thinking about those fall corral projects, and Moline Seed and Fence can help you from the planning and design stage to the installation process. We have a great selection of continuous fence, pipe, guardrail, and gates for your next corral project. Quality is a staple in our business. Contact us at 308-529-0781 or visit us at MolineSeedandFence.com. Locations in Gothenburg and Thetford, with Broken Bow coming soon.
When summer fun leaves you with bug bites, itchy skin, or a painful sunburn, Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow is ready to help you feel better fast. Stop in for trusted relief products from Campo Finique, Stink Kill, Afterbite, and Benadryl Itch Relief Stick to calm those annoying bites and stings. Got too much sun? Varney Pharmacy also carries Sarna lotions and soothing aloe vera gel to help ease the burn. For summertime skin relief and friendly hometown service, count on Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow to have what you need.
All right, with a special announcement, here's Brent Apperson.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Kind of meant to have this on earlier today, but we wanted to make a phone call to get some clarification before we announce this. It has to do with our friends at the Prairie Pioneer Center, and today they are going with home delivery only. So if you like to visit the Prairie Pioneer Center for lunch, Monday through Friday, today it's delivery only, but anyone can have a delivery. Now, normally they ask that you call in by 9 a.m. I know we're a little past that. But if you'd like a home-delivered meal, you might still reach out to them to see if it's possible. Number at the center is 872-6121. Also, for those of you who have ordered delivery for today, they want you to know that they are short a driver. So your delivery will make it to you, but might be a little bit of a delay since they are a driver short today. So we appreciate what they do at the Prairie Pioneer Center in Broken Bow. And if you're curious as to what their menu is today, it is showing roast beef, salad wrap, veggies, cottage cheese, and fruit at the Prairie Pioneer Center.
Thank you very much, Brent. And folks, thank you for dialing us up again today here on The Breakfast Show. We'll be back on Monday. Lots of great music throughout the weekend to go along with all the activities here on KBBN on the rock side, over on KCNI, AM and FM, pure country all the way. So crank up your radio, have some fun, drive safe wherever you go, and we'll see you on the radio on Monday.